Hello again, everybody. Cliff Higgins here. Well, it's almost Halloween. Being a dentist, I kind of joke with people that Halloween's my favorite holiday, job security. Actually, Christmas is my favorite holiday, but something new this year that I do like about Halloween, I'm a big fan of Reese's Cups, and at Easter time, they come out with the Reese's Egg, which is actually better than a Reese's Cup, but my daughter yesterday gave me a bag of these Reese's Bats, and these are just as good as the Reese's Egg. So it seems kind of funny for a dentist to be doing a, so to speak, commercial for Reese's, but anyway, if you hadn't tried the Reese's Bat, try it this Halloween. I think you'll enjoy it. But what I wanted to share with you today is a true ghost story. I've been seeing a lot of people post their ghost stories around this time of year, and I believe what my mama tells me is the truth. And my mom told me this story. It happened back in 1971. I was 2 years old. My family lived in a small rural town in Arkansas, and it was in the heat of the summer. And I had some relatives that came down from Michigan. My cousin Jim Brown, and he was older. He was married to Mary Jo Brown, and they had a little boy that was about my age. But my mom didn't know him very well. They'd come down for a visit, and she was kind of just getting to know the family. And so they came down and stayed with my parents, and they slept on a hide-a-bed couch in the living room. And from where my mother's bedroom was, she could see down the hallway toward the living room where they were. Well, my mother woke up in the middle of the night from a deep sleep, and she saw a figure standing in the hallway. And she thought it was my cousin Jim, wearing a white t-shirt and blue jeans. And he had his hand over his face on his forehead and kind of in a downward gaze. And she said he looked confused, like he didn't know which way to go. She thought Jim just was up in the middle of the night trying to find the bathroom and couldn't find it. And she was looking at him, and all of a sudden he just vanished. It was like he backed into the wall and just disappeared. Kind of freaked my mom out. So she didn't know them very well, so she didn't say anything to Mary Jo or anybody. Really, she didn't want anyone to think she'd gone mad, so she sort of kept it to herself and really just never mentioned it. But over the next year, she got to know Mary Jo a lot better, and they came back down the next year for another visit. And my mother confided in Mary Jo. She said, "You know, when y'all were down here last year, I saw something in the middle of the night." And Mary Jo said, "Was it a ghost?" And my mother said, "Well, I don't know." And she said, "Did he have on a white t-shirt and blue jeans?" And she said, "Yes, he did." And Mary Jo instantly said, "He came with us." And my mother said, "What are you talking about?" And so Mary Jo started to explain that in the house they lived in Michigan, in the middle of the night, in the heat of the summer one night, she woke up from a deep sleep and saw a man walk into her bedroom wearing a white t-shirt and blue jeans. Now, Jim, her husband, worked for the railroad, and she thought he was just coming home late from the train yard and walking into the bedroom. And she said that as he walked by, she reached out to try to touch him, and her hand just sort of just went through his leg, and he just vanished. And that freaked her out. So she had seen the same thing, and she also confided in my mother that another lady that had rented the house before they bought it, her name was Mary Mayer, she had also seen this same figure. And so they all three have seen this man with a white t-shirt and blue jeans in the middle of the night. The unique thing about this story is all three of the women share the same first name: Mary Mayer, Mary Brown, and my mother, Mary Higgins.